Yo people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Abs. So in today's video we're going to be doing starlight, so it's going to be like a part 2 from the headline video, which is dyeing this. In today's video we're doing the starlight installation bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this into my shed and then I'm just going to set everything up and just show you how it's done, like the steps you're going to take and the stuff you're going to need. Yes guys, so once you've taken your headliner out, this is what it should look like. Well, it shouldn't look like this. Mine's got a lot of dye marks. If you have any foam pads or whatever, you can rip them off. They're just so when you like press the lights, you don't press it too hard, but it's going to start denting in. It's like a little protection. So once that's done, what you want to do is also find out where you want to put your box. So your C pillar, A pillar, etc. should all be out. Normally I run it to a C pillar either side, so either the right or the left of the boot, because normally there's a little space just above like the wheel arch. For me, I took the right side because the left side, that's where my fuel cap is and it's a bit dodgy, and also my subs there, so I don't want to move that. Let me just walk through the stuff you need. So obviously you need your starlight kit. I got two, so I got one which is shooting stars as well, so it comes with two different boxes. You see here. So here's the main module box. Depending on the stars you get, it can be smaller or bigger. Twinkle ones are usually bigger. However, if you got like a normal one that doesn't twinkle, it's literally like the size of your phone. It's like double the thickness. Next thing you need is a fabric poker. So you can get these on Amazon, Hobbycraft, any craft store. Literally called a fabric poker. If someone's helping you, maybe grab like 2, 3 just so it's quicker in the process. Next thing you need is a marker. I usually recommend Sharpies because they just leave a finer print. However, any marker will work. Black, red, etc, etc. Next thing you need is your hot glue gun. Also recommend getting a few sticks, and if you can, try to get a hot glue gun where it has a high-low setting. Not sure if you can see there. Here's the extra glue that I was talking about, so get a lot. They're like £2. Other than that, I'll probably say just get some electrical tape as well, just because you do have to start separating the fibers. So I've got some here which are pre-separated, so I'll put them into like batches of 40. And other than that, I'll probably say just grab yourself some snacks, put on a movie or something, because it's a long process. And if you have someone helping you, it's so much easier. But if you don't, it's cool. The next step will be planning the stars. Next step is separating the strands into like 40s, 30s, 50s, depending on how many stars you got. So I'm doing roughly around 450, probably around 650, 700. So I'm probably grouping in 50s. That way I'm going to section each section off in 50s. Just poke them through and all done. Once you got it routed, next thing you want to do is make the sections. So I normally say if you can split into 9s, 12s, something in the 3 region, just so you can do like a line here, and then it'll be like 1, 2, 3 sections, and then you just go down. Because I'm doing 750, try splitting between 3, so I'll see mathematically what that is. After you got the sections, that's when you want to create your dots. I've seen a lot of people like number them like 1, 2, 3, 4. That is long. That's so long. Just do your dots and count up to 50 per dot. But another tip I'd say is if you're going to get a starlight kit, twinkle's always better. Much nicer than static, because static just looks like a disco floor. Size, so if you can, try to get different thickness fibers, such as mine. Like I got these ones here. These are quite thick. These are quite thin. Not sure if you can see. Let's start with the planning. I'll put you on my head and we'll just do the whole planning thing. Yes, people, so I've done all of the dots, including the stars, which you'll see here. They're like X's instead, like little 9s numbered. The centre bit was a bit hard because of the dye, but I did manage to put some dots. But yeah, that's roughly, say 750 to 800, because I know I got more, I got at least 1,000 stars, but I'm not going to overdo it. But yeah, I did just like, try to go to the edge as much as possible. But yeah, I did contemplate moving these, but then when I was checking the picture, it'll be too like sideways, so it won't really be stars from above, it'll be stars from the side, which look a bit shit. But yeah, now it's time to start poking, so let's start doing that. Yo people, so dots all done, holes all made, not sure you can see. But yeah, now I'm ready to dot the stars. But I'm gonna start with my shooting stars first, just because I want them done now, so that way I can just tie them up and put them to the side. Because that module is not that big, kind of looks like a xylophone. Yeah, so this is the module. So with this, I might just keep it on top, might just keep it on the headline or next to the C pillar. So it's quite small, so I don't have to worry about the cable. But yes, people, today's the next day. Yesterday I just finished up gluing down the stars. Hopefully you see the clips. It looks kind of sick, it's kind of mad. There's a lot of options with that. But yeah, now it's time for the bulk of the stars. So just put them into different strands, or like say 50, depending on how much you do. I got roughly 700. But yeah, it's literally the same step. Just feed and group them through and start gluing them. But yeah, as you can see, I just tried to make these nicer just so it's less in the way for when I do the bulk of the stars. So yeah, time to start feeding them through. So I'm gonna put it in my head, and you're gonna see me finish off a section. I'm gonna start gluing it, and that should be it. Then when I start snipping and everything, I'll catch up with you guys. Yes, guys, just like that, all done. So yeah, I'm not gonna record the whole process of me doing it just because my memory card ain't got space for that many hours. But you get the gist of it. Just start from a corner, spread out. And yeah, when we're ready to snip it and put in the car, I'll catch you in. Yes, people, so here's an update. Hopefully you can see me. Literally got all of my boot on the floor, but yeah, the stars are connected. So I'll connect it up in my boot. Luckily, I got my amps, so I just piggyback the remote wire, use the same ground, and just connect it up through my C pillar here. But with my one, I'm just going to leave my box here only because it's too big to leave an arch. I'm going to move my sub to this side so it covers up. But yeah, that's it done. It's kind of dark now. So I'm going to do, put it all back together, and then I'm going to show you how I snip on the inside. And as you may have noticed, my pillars aren't painted yet. I'm going to do that next just because the weather's been kind of shit for it to like dry outside. And I just wanted to get a headliner done out of the way just because it's taking too long for like 3 days, but I want it to be perfect. But yeah, you can see there's all the little glares at the end of the fibers. So that's how it does light up, by the way. So go from the source, go to the round, then just lights up at the tip. So when you cut it against the headliner, it'll look like stars. But yeah, let me skip to I'm gonna start cutting. Yes, people, hopefully you can see me. Well, hopefully you can see me now. But yeah, now it's time for the fun part. So now it's time to slip these off. So yeah, basically you don't need a tool like this, which is like a little, it's like a little thin cutter, but you can also use a nail cutter, but I find this is easier just because it's like slightly easier to do. Is go against the headliner and the fiber there and just take a little snippet, I'm gonna try to do it, but I'm holding like 2 things at once. But yeah, 1 sec. And you put the thing against the headliner and snip. There you go. That's how the star goes, so it just emits at the end. Again, same thing, little snip. Snip. So yeah, you just do that for the whole thing. I can't be asked to record all of that, but you get the idea, just snipping it off. But yeah, I did wire it all up, it's all good to go. The panels I haven't put back on completely yet, just because they need to get painted. So yeah, I'm going to show you the end product once it's all painted and done. So it'll probably be next few days, but yeah, see you in a sec.